It's the Health in the Real World podcast. It's time to start the show with Chris Janke as your host. Here to give you everything that you need when it comes to fitness strategies. We keep it simple and easy. It's your roadmap to get healthy. You don't need equipment and you don't need a gym. Just the right strategies to get you fit and trim.
Hello and welcome to Health in the Real World. I'm here today with Randy Ali. Randy, how you doing?
I'm doing very good. How are you doing, Chris?
I'm doing excellent. Thank you for joining me. You are the CEO of Gymscanner, which is a really cool platform where you are basically connecting trainers and clients through product creation, that kind of things. Trainers can upload their workouts and people can purchase that. Sorry if I butchered that, but give us a little bit of details about what that's all about.
Yeah, right, exactly. So Gymscanner, it's a platform for gyms and personal trainers from anywhere in the world to just log into the platform, create their plans, and sell it to anyone or anywhere in the world. The cool thing is it's free sign up, no membership fees, no monthly fees, nothing whatsoever.
That's awesome. Free sign up for the trainers and for anyone
Gyms,
purchasing.
correct. Yeah.
That's great. That's great. So, what have been some of the programs that people have created? Some of the more innovative ones. Can you think of any off the top of your head, or?
I mean, we've got everything from pole dancing tutorials to aerial yoga, just everything you could think across the board in terms of fitness, workouts, nutrition. So I don't think there's a new thing called fire hose fitness where trainers are, they got a modular mock fire hose or something that mimics a fire hose, and they train their clients with that. So I thought that was very cool and
That's
innovative.
awesome.
I'm
That's
sure you
great.
know about, I'm sure you know more about these things, but
I've
for
never heard of
me,
fire hose fitness. That is pretty cool. I could work out with the hose. Those things are heavy, right?
oh yeah, I mean, because it's supposed to mimic a fire hose that actually has water running through it, right? So you can do lunges, squats, overhead presses and whatnot. So it just brings out more innovation, more fun into the workout, I suppose. Um, so yeah, but my passion has always been to connect creators, trainers, gyms to the target audience. I love
That's
that
awesome.
part. Yeah,
That's a great mission, I think.
yeah,
And that's one thing I tried to do with this podcast too. I've been a trainer since 2004, and I really wanted a way to just have a conversation with people. And this is great.
yeah.
So you said you've been in e-commerce for like 15 years.
Right.
What drove you, or what kind of drew you into Gym Scanner, or a model similar to this? What's the backstory of that?
Okay. So my journey into e-commerce started somewhere in 2003 or 4, where I was pretty much jobless, sitting in my mom's basement, chugging out pizza all day. Just dropped out of college. I mean, because my grades sucked. That's why, not because of any other story or whatever. Because I didn't want to pursue college at that point of time. Um, you know, you, I mean, I'm sure you know about that, but you keep getting these emails, get rich, sell online,
Right.
all you
I
do
get
is
those
work
all the
for
time.
still, yeah.
I get
And
those,
like,
like I get a good like 3, 4 a day. Get rich,
yeah.
try this new method of getting rich quick. I'm like, oh, okay.
No, yeah, exactly, right? Like, yeah, what the heck? I work only 30 minutes a day, work in your PJs. I
Right,
said,
right.
hey, this
I
is for
found the
me. I
secret.
could do this. Yeah, I could do this. Oh, I had nothing else going on for me. So, why not give it a try? So somewhere in the fall of 2004, I launched my first product, which was basically a database of leads in the seafood industry. And the funny thing is, I don't even like seafood. Uh, but I said, what the heck? I mean, this sounds interesting.
Yeah.
And sales picked up the third day. The first day, I sent out an email blast, no sales, nothing. And I'm like, that's it. I got conned, I got scammed. There is no quick scheme. Second day, when you got 90 to lose, so
Just keep going.
y-
Just double
yeah,
down. Just keep going.
exactly. When you're down at the bottom, the only way is up, right?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. So second day, no orders. Third day, I get my first order from Chile, Santiago, Chile, halfway across the world. I've not seen that person in my life still, and that's over 15 years ago. And I immediately fell in love with this. To, to
Yeah.
be able to create quality product and sell it half across the world. Mind you, my first product that sucked. I got a lot of
Right.
complaints. I mean, 100%
but
transparency. That
but
that really
you
sucked.
but that's how you got to start, right? You got to sell. You just have to sell one product. I remember the first time I, as a trainer, just got that one client, that one person who believed in me.
Yeah,
And from then I'm like, well, it's possible. I just have to figure out what this person liked about it and keep kind of iterating and making it better and better and
yeah,
better. And that's great. So you sold your one product to somebody in Santiago, Chile. And
Chile. Yeah.
then how long did it take before you were like living elsewhere other than your mom's basement and able to like make it into
Oh, I
like a
moved out.
thing?
I moved out 2 months later
2 months.
because yeah,
Yeah.
2 months. Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, so what happened was the second day I get three orders. Three. Okay.
That's great.
The third day, 11,
Yep.
15, 19, 20,
Damn.
21. And mind you, one product was $155 per pop. So yeah, I was
Oh,
making
you're
serious
like,
moolah. Yeah,
see ya, mom.
serious.
I'm out.
Oh
That's
yeah,
great, man.
I
That's
mean,
fantastic.
yeah, I wasn't money wise. I was still like 24 at that point of time. But
Mm-hmm.
the first thing I go is buy an expensive watch, shirts and suits. I know wore whatnot.
Don't own
But
those
it
anymore,
just,
right?
yeah. But it gave me such an excitement and love and appreciation for me to able to sell stuff online
Yeah.
and the whole e-commerce ecosystem at that point. There's no PayPal at that point of time. There's no
Mm,
social media. All you had was email.
right.
Um, and there's one person who actually sent money in the mail.
Wow.
He actually put $155 in British pounds,
Hmm.
and he wrapped it with paper, put in an envelope, and mailed it to me.
Wow. That's
And I opened it and said money inside. What? Great. Who do I thank for? But after that, I went back to college, got my bachelor's degree in business,
nice.
got an MBA, um, and I kept on my e-commerce game. But I want to create something more, something bigger. Around that time, I think Alibaba was really picking up,
Hmm.
and the way they connected buyers and sellers across the spectrum, across the world, it didn't matter what you sell, they'll help you get buyers, right? They're just empowering people in rural China
Right.
to sell just about anything,
Yeah. It's pretty amazing, right?
right? I mean, the whole idea was like amazing, and I said back, you know what? Selling is great, but if I can empower someone else to get on my platform and sell, and where there's one, there'll be another and another and another. There's a whole army of sellers on my platform.
Right.
That's what I want to do. So I did my research, and the fitness industry at that time was kind of stuck. It's not
Hmm.
going anywhere technologically. You had these new workouts, fads, nutrition, or whatnot. But in terms of innovation in e-commerce, there's way little.
Yeah.
Um, and so there came the first iteration of Gymscanner, which I call iFit. Right? There was iPhone. Hey, you know what? I'll be iFit. Very,
That's a
very
good
genuine,
name.
very
Hey,
innovative.
that's a
Yeah,
good name.
yeah, yeah. It is. But then Gymscanner, that name kind of stuck.
Yeah.
And yeah, so somewhere in 2017, I got the whole IP registered and built the first edition of the website. And today we're working on the new mobile application, the new website. We are in 27 countries. Um, so it's been a journey. But every time a gym or a personal trainer signs up to the platform, man, it's just like I made a new friend.
Yeah, but it's a great feeling. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's awesome. That's
yeah,
great hearing your story about how you made this, how it came to being, because I think it can help a lot of people out. Like you said, connecting trainers with potential clients, and
yeah,
like you said, there's the fire hose thing. I would never have known that otherwise. Different kind of innovative ways to work out and stay fit and
yeah.
healthy. I think it's fantastic.
So Chris, if you don't mind me asking, what's your specialty in terms of fitness?
Basically, people will come to me if they have back pain and
Okay.
they want to work out, but it hurts them to work out in the traditional sense. Doing squats, doing deadlifts will definitely hurt. They'll create muscle tightness. So it's a combination of gentle exercises and stretches. And when I say gentle, I don't mean easy, because they're still challenging, but a lot of core work, a lot of balance, and a lot of body weight only. So I really like to empower people and say, hey, you don't even need equipment, you don't need a gym, and you can do this from the comfort of your own living room with literally nothing. You don't even need a band or a dumbbell or an ankle weight, nothing.
Wow. Yeah, those people need really.
Yeah, yeah. So, I've had younger clients, but typically people who are a little bit older who have tried the whole no pain, no gain thing, and they're just done with it. They either they either didn't get results, or they got results at the expense of their lower back, and they
Mm.
wanted something a little bit different. So people are surprised when I tell them I lift weights, but not very often and not very consistent. I do a lot of body weight, a lot of stretching, and it feels good. It feels good to move when you're not, you know, damaging yourself with
Yeah,
bad workouts that are too challenging for you.
right. I mean, you can at this side if I drop this name, but 10 years ago there was a gentleman by the name of Matt Fury. Do you know? Does it ring a bell?
That sounds maybe a little bit familiar. What did he
Yeah,
What did he do?
the same thing. I mean, because the weights are dangerous. Don't lift weights. But use your own body weight to do
Yeah.
squats and these kind of things.
Yeah.
He was, I mean, during that time of the internet, he had his awesome mailing list. So and he had a news group too. I haven't seen him in the last 10 years, so I'm assuming he's either retired or otherwise. But so you help people actually work. I'm assuming older clients get better through workouts and stretches.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm the chiropractor's personal trainer. I'm the guy that the
Oh,
chiropractor fixes you up, and they say
yeah.
don't go to the gym. Go see Chris, and he'll tell you.
Oh, wow.
Not that the gym's bad. I don't want, because again, I lift weights. I recommend them, but if you're hurting, your body is
Yeah.
definitely not ready to take the pounding of the weights. There's two steps, right? When you lift weights, it's a
Mm.
double step. You lift the weights, which actually causes damage to your body, and you need to be strong enough to be able to recover properly without injury, because that's where the growth is, right? The recovery. Your body says, oh crap, we just got blasted, we need to build some more muscle, we need to create some more bone density. It's not the actual weights themselves that make you stronger, it's the response to the weights. So if you're ready for weights, they're fantastic because they can do all those things. They can be cardiovascular, they can create bone density, muscle mass, all that stuff, balance. uh, but a lot of people are not ready, and they don't know how to bridge the gap, right? How do you bridge the gap? You just got out of the chiropractor and you want to lift weights, which is way up here. Like there's a huge gap. I mean, you
Yeah.
could literally live in that gap for 5 years and still come
Oh,
up with
wow.
hard workouts that will challenge you enough to get you there.
Wow.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
It's pretty cool. There's
Yeah.
so That's what I love about fitness. I've been doing this like 17 years, and there's so many different nuances and layers, and meeting people like you who are bridging the gap between these people and these people, and just like introducing, and I it's just that it's never ending. Like there's just always going to be somebody else who's pushing the
Oh,
envelope to the
yeah.
next level, which is great.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So Randy, I like to this is fascinating. I'm going to give you a chance to give us the website in a minute, but first, I'd like if you could give us quick motivational talk, like go real big picture. Like what were some principles that drove you, that kind of guided you? Imagine, let's say you're about to give a motivational speech at a university or maybe a corporation, and you want to inspire them to maybe not directly follow in your footsteps, but maybe sort of take some of the principles that you live by and make them their own. So what would you tell them in just
Okay.
like 1 or 2 minutes?
Okay. So, wow. The first thing I would tell people is to craft a dream that is beyond limit. It's not limited by innovation, not limited by technology, not limited by anything else. Like dream as big and fantastical as you can, right? That's the first thing. Then you trim it down to reality. All right. To put that in an example, I dream of getting every gym and personal trainer on my platform globally, no matter where you are in the world. It could be in Brazil, it could be in Barbados or Russia or India. It doesn't matter. That's the first thing. Second, we live in a world that's powered by this amazing thing called the internet. I mean, has been the game changer for the past 20 years. And the tools and the resources available to our generation has never been available before in the history of the human race,
Yeah.
ever. No matter fitness, technology, research, collaboration. So that's the second part where you go to is collect like-minded people who share with your dream, and just every day, inch towards that. It brings me back to a story that I once read, and I'll still love the story. It's from ancient China, where there was a very famous farmer. Well, not very famous because he has no name in that story. Uh, but there's a farmer, and he's got this beautiful house, and every day he opens the window to his bedroom early in the morning, and there's this beautiful city, but his entire view is blocked by a mountain peak. And he keeps looking at that for the past 15 years or 20 years. And one fine day, he says, you know what? I've had it. He calls his two sons, remember, two sons, not three, not four, but two sons, and says, you know what? We're going to move the mountain. Grab a shovel and start digging. Well, okay, Dad, what do we say? But, this seems an insurmountable task, but, we need a place to sleep. So there we go. So these three start digging on the mountain. And people passing by said, have you lost it? You can never move the mountain. And he says something which is, the mountain may not be moved in my lifetime, but when I pass away, my children will carry on. When they pass away, the next generation, and so forth. And one day the mountain will be moved. One of the people who I narrated the story to, he said, well, why didn't you just, move houses?
That's what I was
Which I
thinking.
never thought, which I never thought about. Right? But the point is, no matter how insurmountable it not be done today,
Yeah.
like for example, if I plant a seed in the morning, I can expect food by afternoon. Right?
Right.
In fitness, if I go to gym today or tomorrow, nothing's gonna happen. I'm not gonna get a six pack or those bulging biceps tomorrow.
Right.
Tomorrow, nothing will happen, and day after, nothing will happen. But it'll stack on. Effort and hard work it stacks on. It stacks on slow. It
Yeah.
stacks on little, minuscule amounts, but it does stack on. And you
Yeah.
gotta look at the longer game. And you, as a fitness professional, you know it better than I do. That everyday movement and everyday hustle, it just adds on.
It really
Third,
does. Yeah.
yeah, and third, do not entertain the possibility of giving up.
Hmm.
Pivot, change your business model, do whatever it takes. If there's a market demand for your product or for your service, don't give up.
Right. Right. I love that. As you're talking about the mountain, I often give the analogy of, fitness. So when people say, well, how do you do it? How did you get in shape? And I said, you just take one step Like, how do you climb to the top of the mountain? You take one step and then one more and one more. And then, like you said, you hit a roadblock or you think about giving up. What if there's like a bunch of trees blocking your way and you can't go that way? Okay, cool. I might have to go this way now. I'm not going to be necessarily attached to how I get up the mountain, but I see the top of the mountain and I can keep walking up and I can keep going. I can keep going. And I love that. Like, I think there's some wisdom in, like, you can always quit later. Why is today the day that I'm going to quit? Today's not going to be the day that I'm going to quit. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to finish the mountain, and I'm going to have my bad days, my good days, my days I want to quit, my days I wish that I never had started, those really bad days. But then you look and you're like, wow, look down, like, look how far I've come, right? It's incredible. And yeah, I appreciate that. I like that analogy a lot. So Randy, how do
Yeah.
we get in touch with you? Because if you Google Gymscanner, there's a lot of other things that come up. What's your website and how do we find you?
Gymscanner.com.
Gymscanner.com.
Yep, gymscanner.com.
Okay, you are. Let me see. Oh, you are the first one. Okay, perfect. Gymscanner.com. Nice. That's easy enough.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, today we had Randy Ali joining us. Randy, I really, really appreciate you joining me today on Health in the Real World. Wish you all the best with Gymscanner. And if you guys are fitness professionals, definitely check that out. If you're not a fitness professional, check out all the cool programs like the pole dancing, the fire hose, and I'm sure there's tons and tons of other ones, everything in between. So thank you again, Randy.
Oh, the pleasure was mine. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for listening to the Health in the Real World show. Make sure to like and subscribe and comment down below. Visit mycorebalance.com to learn more.